Pioneer XDJ XZW. Record box, Serato DJ Pro. If you know me, you know what I use. Made for iPhone and iPod. I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't take pictures. It's a big box. I'm going to keep the box in the box. Smells like a console, like a brand new gaming console. Right. Box finally open since August of last year. Just so you know, it's May 3rd. Early May. Alright, got the standard power cable. Comes with a USB cable. Record box license key card. Wonder if that means I have to keep paying monthly. Alright, so I opened it kind of backwards, but you can see it. I opened it kind of backwards, but you can see it much better from your angle. Woo! Got the white one. As soon as the white one came on sale in August of 2022, I placed my order. Might be leaving this, the XZ, at home and continue taking my RX2. I have a white RX2 to gigs, but look at this. It's a big one. I'm excited. It's got the crunchy jog wheels. I've never really been a fan of those, but there's a lot going on here. Hopefully you can see. Check the monitor. You can probably only see the top half. Oof. It's so clean. Alright, so have it out of the box. Looks awesome. The 4 channels is huge. The faders feel so good. Got the color knobs right above each track. Low, mid, and high EQ for each track, and trim level from -infinity to +9. And each track you can choose if you want the crossfader, if you want the track on A, B, or through. I usually just keep everything on through, and I use these when I'm DJing. I pretty much don't even use crossfaders. Just not necessary the way I mix. I'm all about making the songs come together, gel. But yeah, sweet. It looks a lot like the RX2. You got pretty much a CDJ size platter for the first time ever. The RX2 has a much smaller one. This is like much bigger. It's the full size jog wheels, full size jog wheel. Looks awesome. And the cool thing about the full size jog wheels is you can adjust the jog wheels from light to heavy. Pretty sweet. Probably gonna keep it in the middle. Yeah, it's dope. Got the Q pads. There's 8 pressure sensitive pads. Hot Q, beat loop, slip loop, and beat jump. Pretty awesome. You're most likely going to stay in hot Q most of the time. Beat loop is fun for stutter edits. Slip loop as well, and beat jump is so you can jump forward or backwards for a specified amount of beats or measures. Pretty useful when you need to line up the drop for the ending of a previous drop or verse. Direction buttons, reverse. Make sure those aren't going. That's a beginner's mistake when the reverse button's lit. The shift button, that's pretty important for like deleting a cue. You just hit shift and hit the button, you delete the cue. The loop section is pretty important. For in cue, out cue, same thing on both sides. The cue loop call buttons, you can make the loop that you have going half or 2x. With those buttons, you can delete it or pull up a loop from memory. And this is the vinyl speed adjust, which pretty much, if you turn it all the way to straight up and down, it'll just stop the song or start the song. And when you turn it to more sinusoidal, it'll slowly stop it, as if you like turned off turntables instead of hitting the play pause button. Beat sync, we don't use that, no. But you got beat sync on both sides, sync and master. Tempo, yeah, that's standard. +6, +10, or ±16, or wide. Wide is 100%, so pretty much 200% to 0% speed. Headphones, we'll see how long these headphone jacks last. I had a friend that had an RX2 and her headphone jacks broke. My RX2 headphone jack broke. I bought the circuit board to replace it and haven't replaced it yet. It's not that big a deal. I just use one ear anyway, so it's not huge, but this looks pretty similar, so it might have the same problem, unfortunately. We'll see. New thing on this is there's more effects. Got delay, echo, ping pong, spiral, reverb, trance, filter, flanger, phaser, pitch, slip roll, roll, vinyl break, and helix. Ooh, can't wait to hear those. And you can select different things too. You can select fader A or crossfader B, mic 1, mic 2, both mics. You can select aux and channels 3, 1, 2, 4, and master. So the whole thing. Usually keep it on master, honestly. And so it's a good segue to go into the track numbers. It goes 3, 1, 2, 4. So you're going to be using 1, 2 most of the time. And then 3, 4 are your outside ducks. Standard timer knob, level, depth, min max, and on off. This is all for the effects. And the cool X pad, that's cool. Don't have that on the RX2. Big upgrade. Another huge thing about this one over the RX2 is you can use both Rekordbox and Serato. Pretty sure you can use 2 computers with this too, I'm not sure. But you can 100% use Rekordbox and Serato. I haven't used Serato in like forever. Since I started playing bigger clubs and they only had CDJs, I've just been using Rekordbox forever. But it's cool to be able to DJ with friends, have Serato. You can play off your USB stick using Rekordbox, and you can plug into a computer that has Serato and just jam with the homies. MP3, AAC, Wave, AIF, and FLAC is all available to be used. And yeah, up here is standard Rekordbox button, link button, USB 1, USB 2, browse tag list, info, menu, and the back tag or remove, track, tag, track filter edit button, and shortcut button, and you can load in 1 or 2. I wonder how you load in 3 and 4 then. That's interesting. And you can choose what input you want for 3, and you can choose what input you want for 4. It can either be a computer, a line-in, or phono. Computer, line-in, and photo on that side too. Cool other thing I just realized on the beat effects is FX frequency. It looks like you can just have effects happen in the mids, highs, or lows. That's cool. You can, of course, tap the beat effects for quantizing your effects, time-based effects to the music. That's pretty cool. And I think that's everything. Track search, so just like skip track is track search, or seek or rewind is the search buttons. And yeah, just, and I'm pretty sure there's LED screens, LCD screens. There's screens in the platters themselves too. So that's pretty exciting. On the back side, I think I can stand this up without there being any issues, right? Look at this upside down. So we got the power button right here. AC in for the power cable, which it comes with. You got mic 1, mic 2, aux in, pass me the aux, bro. Channel 3, channel 4, so you have your line in and phono in left right for channel 3 and channel 4. You can ground it with this ground signal. That's pretty necessary when you're using turntables. And this has a send an unbalanced send out, which is pretty awesome. This is like studio grade gear. You have 2 master outs. You can either use XLRs for your master 1, or you can use RCAs for your master 2. Their RX2 is different. It's just RCAs as the main out. You can also do master XLR. And your booth out, 1/4 inch TRS. Standard balanced stuff. And I only see 1 USB port, so it looks like you can only have 1 computer running and 2 USB sticks. And here you have channel 3 and 4 link and an extension link. So that's pretty much the most exciting part for me. The Ethernet links, I can't even do anything with it right now. Got to get some CDJs or XDJs. Yeah, that's the back panel. And on the front panel, of course, you have headphones, 1/4 inch in or 1/8 inch in. That's about it. That's everything that I can see. Earlier, I was talking about the top panel. I'll go over it again real quick. You have the mic. First mic on the top strip, second mic on the second strip. You can have talk over. You can turn on talk over for both mics at the same time, but you can independently turn on mic 1 or mic 2, which is cool. Feedback reducer as well, light or heavy, so it looks like it automatically detects feedback and just cuts the mic down. Level for each mic, and you also have independent bass, mids, or lows, mids, and highs for each mic, which is also cool. 2 speakers, you can independently EQ them. Pretty important when you have a male and a female holding 2 different mics. It's big, it's big, it's big. And master level over here, another cool thing is the master low, mid, and high. That's huge. Q and master level. And of course, earlier I talked about USB 1 and USB 2 and USB stop for USB 1 and USB 2. And master record, which is for USB 2, and track mark. So when you play the next song, hit track mark, it makes, I'm pretty sure it cuts it and makes a new MP3. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Tempo reset button, that's huge because it doesn't have the little click in the middle. The DDJ 200, which I have back here, and has a click in the middle, but this is just smooth the whole way for the tempo fader, or the pitch fader, whatever you want to call it, and you can hit tempo reset to just have it right in the middle, so it doesn't matter where the tempo is, you can just hit tempo reset and it'll be at 100%. Keep it digital. I think that is it. You got the loop cutter button and slip. So slip is cool because you can just like do a backspin and then let go of slip and it'll keep on going right where you were before you started doing that. Pretty sweet. That's also what slip loop does when you do that on the pad mode. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. Beat sync, instant doubles, that's something important. If you're playing a song here and you want the song to be over here as well, you don't have to go through the menus and find it again. You can just hold these 2 buttons, the sync button and the master button, and then it'll automatically load over here, and I'm pretty sure it'll be playing at the same speed, same tempo, and just be going there too. So then you can like slow it down and do like back and forth effects. I don't do that, but if you're that kind of DJ, you can do that. I do it sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And we're up and running. Throw a USB stick in. These are fire. SanDisk Extreme Pro 256 gig. Oh, it's so fast. If you ever hear anyone complaining about rekordbox exporting slowly, buy a faster drive. It went from 2 days to 7 minutes for all of my music. 7 minutes. Steady. feels just like home. It's super dope. Feels like an RX2, but it has more beat effects. It has the X pad. I didn't even touch the frequency of the effects. That's a whole other thing. But I did try out the Helix, the vinyl brake. Haven't heard those before on a standalone unit. USB stick loaded up right away. So FX frequency pretty much works on whatever is lit up. So if you have just the low set up, then just the low will have the reverb or whatever effects you choose. Pretty dope. I'll probably just keep it on. But yeah, everything works how it should. Beat matched a song that's not even set up correctly on the grid. You could probably hear a lot of the time-based effects, like the stutter, slip loop, stuff like that, was not firing correctly. That's because the track wasn't even set up correctly on the grid, which makes sense. It's kind of a complicated trap drop. Shout out Scrap for the Doko VIP of Spin It Back on Dimmock. But yeah, it's dope. I mean, can't really complain. I will probably have to do some other stuff like set up a mic or two and show you how those work, but everything's working. I have the audio going through the booth out into my podcast Rode mixer. Sounds good. So, and the track info and the album art is in the platter. This is too dope. This is too dope. I can't see myself taking this out of the house, to be honest. It's too beautiful. This is like the Bugatti. You only drive this like twice a year.